Und da sind wir auch wieder schon zurück in der Buchhandlung und jetzt geben wir mit den Walzen die Sachen hier ein. Halt, können wir uns die Walzen irgendwie angucken? Wir können die Schlösser wechseln. Können wir jetzt irgendwie die Walzen angucken? Sehen wir den im Inventar? Hallo, ich möchte gerne auf die Walzen zugreifen. Wohin die den Funktion enthalten? One. Drehen. 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 One steht da drauf. Können wir die irgendwie aufmachen oder so? 103 42 2 3 3 42. Das ist jetzt echt kacke. Ich habe gerade keine Ahnung, wie das jetzt funktionieren soll. Mein Körper, mein Geist. Die Folgenheit ist größter Wahrscheinlichkeit. Liegen in meinem Tresor. Die Kombination ist in 3 Walzen versteckt. Jede davon befindet sich dort, wo es leben. Jede Walze ist nummeriert. Auch wenn ein berühmter Autor sagte, die Ordnung ist die Lust. Die Walzen sind nummeriert. Okay, pass auf, die Walzen sind nummeriert. Wir haben hier die 103 42. 103 42.
Arkham Editions. Never heard of them.
Drehen.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
103 42.
Another volume by Arkham Editions.
Das ist die 5.
Arkham Editions. Never heard of them. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham
16.
Editions.
Jahrhundert.
Arkham Editions. Never heard of them. How many volumes are there in this collection?
Jetzt muss ich echt mal kurz... Warte mal. Das Ding kannst du bis zu 10 drehen. 3 Zahlen. Wir brauchen 3 Zahlen. So, und wir haben die Rollen. Wir haben die Rollen. Wir haben hier diese Rollen. So, die erste Rolle ist die 103 42 One. 103 42. 103 42.
Another volume by Arkham Editions.
Band 3, die Dinge, die nicht sein sollen. Band 1.
Arkham Editions. Never heard of him.
Band 1. Was ist im Band 1 versteckt? Bautes Entferne. Manuskriptbesitz von William R. Sandberg.
How many volumes are there in this
2.
collection?
16. Jahrhundert. Also, das ist 3.
Another volume
1,
by Arkham
2,
Editions.
3. Dann haben wir hier
Arkham Editions. Never heard of
16
them.
hat man bis jetzt, ne?
How many
Das
volumes
ist
are there in this
18.
collection?
1908 war dabei.
Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions. Never heard of him. How many volumes are
Die
there
Sache
in
ist
this
jetzt die, ne?
collection?
Wir haben jetzt die Dinger. Die Röhrchen. So, wir haben die jetzt, aber die Sache ist jetzt die. Diese hier. Genau diese. Nein, 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 zurück. Ah, Inventar. Komm, Inventar. Ich meine jetzt genau diese hier. Da steht nur 3 drauf. Und ich kann die Zahl nicht lesen. Ich kann diese Zahl, verdammte Scheiße, irgendwie nicht lesen, weil ich kann es nicht nochmal anders drehen oder so. Es ist auf jeden Fall eine 0 oder eine 9. Oder 3,42. 103,42. Ich habe keine Ahnung, was das ist. Wir müssen jetzt mal gucken. So, Moment. Nochmal kurz auf die Rolle gucken. Die letzten Zahlen. Das ist eine 1. Wir testen es jetzt erstmal durch. Das kann eine 1 sein oder 0. Komm, dann probier das jetzt erstmal. So. Schloss wechseln. Das ist drin. Das war jetzt drin. Was war das jetzt für eine... Warte mal. Wir müssen nochmal gucken. Das war jetzt... Welche Zahl waren das jetzt? Das war die erste. Jetzt müsste die 1 kommen. Jetzt müsste die 1 eigentlich kommen. So. Nein, bleib auf der 1. So, und hier vielleicht die 8. Die 8 ist es nicht, die 9. Die 0. Auf jeden Fall irgendwas Rundes. Ist es hier vielleicht die 7? Und hier vielleicht die 9? 6, 8. Scheiße, ich hasse es.
Another volume by Arkham Editions.
Ja.
Arkham Editions. How many volumes are there in this? Another volume by
16.
Arkham Editions.
Jahrhundert.
Arkham Editions. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions.
Warte mal. 0. 1. 6. Nein. Okay, das auch schon mal nicht. Dann mal weiter gucken.
Arkham Editions. Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in
Das
this
auch
collection?
nicht.
Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions. Never heard of him.
176. Probieren wir auch gleich mal.
How many volumes are there in this
7,
collection?
6. 1. 1. 7. 6. Nee. La. Ich habe keine Ahnung gerade. Ich habe echt gerade keine Ahnung. Bin gerade am hart verzweifeln, wie ich das jetzt aufkriege hier, ne? Also, das ist halt echt scheiße, muss ich sagen. Kack die Wandern. Wir müssen jetzt echt mal überlegen, wenn wir eins einfach. Es geht ja darum, dass wir den Safe aufkriegen. Da müssen wir jetzt eigentlich mal ganz hart überlegen, wie das jetzt funktioniert. Pass mal auf, wir nehmen mal kurz meine Lampe raus. Und gucken jetzt einfach mal fix, wie die Kacke hier funktioniert. Pass mal auf. Es muss sich ja draußen um die Bücher auch drehen, ne? Es muss ja um die Bücher gehen. Irgendwie.
Another volume by
Dass es
Arkham
irgendwie mit den
Editions.
Büchern zu tun hat. Das kann ja nicht angehen. Warte mal. Ich habe eine Idee. Ich habe, glaube ich, eine Idee. Ich habe eine Idee. Pass auf, ich habe eine Idee. Pass auf, warte mal. Lass uns das mal auf 5. 5. Stopp, nein. Das hier auf... Nein. Stopp, das auf 5. Das machen wir auf 3. Das letzte könnte man mal auf 9 machen. Wenn das jetzt geht, ne? Dann bin ich Brain as Gott. Oh mein Gott. Was ist denn nur los? Oh, jetzt bin ich schon wieder in der Krankenhaus. Wollt ihr mich verarschen? Och nein, bitte nicht. Och, bitte nicht. Ich will nicht schon wieder. Ich will da nicht schon wieder hin. Oh Mann. Ich will nicht schon wieder in die Klapper. Als er es öffnete, wurde sein Geist in einen anderen Körper projiziert. Alter, was? Ich bin in einen anderen Körper? Cool, ich spiele jetzt jemand anderes? Geil. Das wird ja interessant jetzt. Was war das jetzt? Hat die Katze jetzt was runtergeschmissen? Alter, scheiß die Wand an. Ich habe mich jetzt voll erschrocken. Hallo? Ich glaube, meine Katze macht gerade Blödsinn. Das kennt ihr ja nicht anders, ne? So, jetzt bin ich auch so halb wieder anwesend. Ich musste die Katze da gerade wegholen, die hat Blödsinn gemacht. Gibt's ja nicht. Unmöglich. Oh Gott, dieses Spiel. Es macht mich so hart fertig, ohne Witz, ey. Ohne Witz. Jetzt haben wir wieder Ladezeiten, ey. Das ist schon kacke hier ein bisschen. 1 Uhr 30 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 U Oh, es lädt schneller. Es wird immer schneller. Wir warten mal ab. Und. Gleich fertig? Bitte, bitte. Komm. Kleines Stückchen noch, so ganz kleines Stückchen noch, komm. Komm, mach hin, komm. Ja, super. Geil.
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
What can you tell me about him?
He was highly agitated an hour ago. We were about to tie him down when he fell asleep. 10 minutes ago, he curled up into a fetal position. I thought he was waking up, but no.
What are his symptoms?
His temperature has been going down, his skin losing its color, his body rigid. I closed his eyes myself. They were glassing over. I didn't want them to dry out, and I couldn't bear to look at the expression on his face.
You did well. Don't worry. Let's stay professional, if you will. I don't recognize him. Did he just arrive on the island?
He said he worked on the docks, but not with Captain Fitzroy. I think he works for Ms. Baker.
Who?
You know, the woman at the head of their gang. They call her Cat.
Oh, I see.
Do you have other questions?
Show me his file.
That's not possible.
Don't tell me Dr. Fuller has taken this file as well. We need it.
That's why I called you. This man's ailment has been hidden from us.
Come on now. What was he treated for?
An intoxication, I was told, after inhaling chemicals.
That'll do for the time being.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Very well. I'll examine him.
Okay, wir werden ihn mal untersuchen.
His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin. Tender at the touch. Slightly sticky.
Okay.
Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body. 30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth. In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes. Like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients. Provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
I've seen suction cups on his fingers, his falling body temperature, his dehydration. Had I only read the report, you know what I would have concluded, Doctor.
Do I? Tell me anyway. I'm curious.
He's no longer human. These are the attributes of an animal.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office? What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep mum.
Wollt ihr mich verarschen? Der Typ ist schon eine halbe Krake. Also der wird eine halbe Krake jetzt schon. Gesagt, an seinen Bauch hat er ja auch die ganzen Schwellungen und alles. Er verwandelt sich auf jeden Fall.
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch Donovan?
Oh, listen to the way
Watch out for the water, Doctor.
Naughty girl.
Ist nass. Darf ich
And the
rein?
answer is no. You can imagine that she doesn't dare say
Don't go falling over. That would be stupid.
Lets herself be trodden.
Oh well, at least we won't have to clean.
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
Klasse.
Gentlemen, may I help you?
We're waiting on news regarding our mother, Maureen Harding. She came in with a kidney problem, but we haven't heard anything since.
I'm sorry. Dr. Fuller is a very busy man.
Well, is there anyone else who can tell us what's going on?
She's our only family, you know? And we can't even see her medical file.
Don't worry. I'm aware our institution is not always welcoming. But your mother is in good hands. I'll tend to her myself, and keep you informed at once. Would that suit you?
Well, that sure sounds great to us, Doctor. Thank you.
But those are just words, so we're not budging.
Very well. At least I'll know where to find you.
Alles klar.
Doctor, please. My chest. Oh.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation. Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands.
Bei dir alles gut?
He broke his back in an accident down by the docks.
Ah, the whaling station. What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
Doctor, that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
What did you see there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
And that's how you broke your back?
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out.
Okay.
Why did nobody tell me about her admission?
In der Akte wird der Zustand beschrieben, in der Inheritz Insurance hat Institut eingeliefert wurde, sowie die verabreichende Behandlung voller fügte Handschrift an Notizen. Sie empfiehlt sie in die psychiatrische Flügelverlegung, um ihrer Ruhe und Erholung zu geben, die sie benötigt.
Mrs. Sanders?
Die schlaft.
Ah, so there's Harding. She's still sleeping. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney.
Okay.
Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
Ich glaube, der stirbt gleich, oder? Keine Ahnung. So. Mrs. Sanders?
So, Doctor, have you been able to examine our mother?
I've tended to her, and I have good news. Her blood analysis is reassuring. Her kidneys are as new.
Are you talking about the same person? This is miraculous.
She's still recovering, but you may speak to her upon her awakening.
Oh, thank you so much, Doctor. We'll wait for her to wake up. We've been here since this morning, so it won't make a difference.
Spiel gespeichert. So. Ich würde gern in Dr. Fullers Büro.
It's a quiet little
Eine
town.
kleine Stadt.
Days go by, steady as ever.
I don't get why they have us waiting so long.
Alles klar.
Almost no patients here.
Ethan,
Marie,
what are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my medication, of course. Why?
You're not here for treatment, right?
Am I so obvious?
Only to me. I know you worry about me.
I trust you. I'm happy to see you.
Me too, Ethan. Is that all?
Well, there might be something else. I'm not sure.
Tell me.
I have nightmares. They keep me awake every night. It seems stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
Actually, you're not the only one.
No. No one has ever seen the things I see. It's like I'm turning mad.
So many people have this affliction. It's like an epidemic.
Do you think it might be related to Fuller's work?
I don't know yet, but I will figure all this out. Everyone in Darkwater is suffering from nightmares.
Really?
We don't have any medication left.
Oh, there's no excuse then. I should let you work.
Take care, Ethan.
You too, Marie.
Okay.
Where did my
Das weiß ich
fiancé
nicht.
go? I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
Sorry, but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory.
Dann,
Please. The fewer interruptions there are, the faster I'll
Ist
be
okay.
finished.
Mach es mal.
Dr. Colden, we need you at once in Dormitory B.
What is the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I've done an exam. Deborah is looking after him.
And we had a patient come up from the psychiatric wing. Were you able to see him?
Oh. What state is he in now?
You should go see for yourself, Doctor.
This man, Edward Pierce. His file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to him?
Edward Pierce. Ich flieg schon unten. Interessant. Das ist der mit dem Rückgrat.
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination. He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling. His binds left bloody wounds.
So, Doctor, what should we do with this patient?
Those basement brutes tied him up too tight, and now he's hurt.
I keep trying to heal his wounds, but he reopens them.
Do you have a diploma as a nurse?
Excuse me?
So take care of this man.
So, und wir machen erstmal kurz einen Cut und machen dann im nächsten Part weiter.